Hey, what's up? Andre Addison here. Welcome to Elevate to Elite TV. And inside this video, what I'm going to share with you is what to do if you don't have a big list or a big following, and the myth that you need to have this big audience before you can start taking action and growing your business and landing clients. So one of the things that holds entrepreneurs back, especially coaches, thought leaders, people in that information space that are building a business online, is feeling like you need to have this big audience, you need to have this big following before you can take action, before you can get results. And we look at the people that have the biggest email list size, that have the biggest amount of Instagram followers, or the most YouTube subscribers, or the most Facebook fans, and we use that as validation for success, especially in today's world online. We look at those numbers and it's very easy to become intimidated because you're saying, well, now I don't have this list size. I don't have this amount of followers on Instagram or on Facebook or on YouTube or on whatever platform that you're on. And then you start to feel like you're not good enough yet. You start to feel like you're not ready yet. And then you say, who am I compared to this other person that has this stuff? And what I want to say is that is a bunch of BS. Yes, you want to be intentional about growing and engaging your audience, but to think that you need to have this big audience or that you need anything before you get started is just a limiting belief. And before we even get into the content, I just want you to realize that is a limiting belief. That you have this idea, that you want to take action on it, but now there are things that you're putting in front of you. This is not even real. The story that you're telling yourself to get you to stay in inaction, to get you stay stuck in the comfort zone, instead of just saying, you know what, even if I have one person, I'm going to go out there, I'm going to serve the world. Even if I have 10 people on my email list, I'm going to put together this program and I'm going to focus on changing these 10 people's lives if they're the right fit. And realizing that you don't need this big audience, you don't need this big fan base or anything. And I'm going to share with you 4 things that can help you break through that belief and just step into that zone and realize that right now, with where you're at, right now, in this present moment, as you're watching this video, you have enough to create the results. And the first thing that I want you to take from this is that it's not about you. And that goes back to limiting belief, where most of the time we hold ourselves back. The story that we tell ourselves, because we think that it's all about us. Oh my God, I don't have this amount of followers. I don't have this. I don't have that. The person that has the problem that you solve does not care about how many Instagram followers you have. It may look cool. It may boost your social proof or whatever, but they do not care about that. What do they care about? Can you help me solve my problem? Can you help me go from where I'm at to where I ultimately want to be? And they don't care about all the stuff and all the fluff and all the things that most marketers will get you to believe is so important. So the first thing is realizing that it's not about you. And when you shift your focus from saying, okay, I'm not good enough because I don't have this, or I'm not good enough because I don't have this number of followers, or I don't have this result yet. And then you start realizing, okay, with what I know right now, who can I serve? And you make it your mission to focus on these people and focus on serving them to your highest ability, and using the gift inside you and realizing that right now there are people that need you. No matter where you're at in your business right now, no matter what you're going through, you have knowledge, you have gifts, you have expertise, you have wisdom, you have experience that can help someone break through and create results in their life. So just realize that it's not about you. Get the ego out the way. So that's the first thing. It's not about you. It's about that ideal person that you are called to serve, that you were put here to leave an impact on, and realizing that you cannot go another day allowing your stories and allowing the BS that you tell yourself to hold you back from serving those people powerfully. So that's the first thing. The second thing is realizing that it's actually better not to try to attract everyone and get this big, huge list or huge audience. You want to be specific, and you want to focus on that ideal dream tribe of people that have a specific problem that you are the number one person, that you're world class at solving, and only focus on them. Because would you rather 10,000 strangers or 100 loyal people that get you, that resonate with your message? that believe what you believe and that have the problem that you can solve, what is more powerful, having these 10,000 or these 100 people? And I can tell you that if you focus on cultivating this group and making it small and niching down as much as possible so that you can become the go-to person, and you're not just being in this big ocean with all these other people trying to get people's attention, but instead you're in your own little pond. And you're that go-to person and you're focusing on serving these people and positioning yourself as the go-to person. Number one, you don't have to worry about any competition. Number two, you're going to position yourself as that authority. You're going to stand out because you're not trying to get everyone. And it's never your goal to get everyone. It's never necessary to feel like you have to get every single person and feel like, oh, wow, well, if I speak this way, this person is not going to be happy, or this person is not going to want to buy from me. And that's perfectly fine. You want to focus on your ideal dream client and build a tribe of these people and attract them while repelling everyone else. So realize that the goal is not to have this big, huge audience and get everybody and as much people as you can. The goal is to niche it down so much that the only people in your tribe, the only people in your circle are people who believe what you believe, who stand for what you stand for, who have the problem that you can solve, and that allow you to show up as your most powerful, authentic self every single day, and that you wake up passionate and excited and on fire to serve and to work with and just be around. So the second thing is to be specific and niche down on your ideal tribe. The third thing is to shift your focus and realize that right now you may be looking at that as a disadvantage. That I don't have this big audience, I don't have this big email list, I don't have this big customer database yet. But the thing is, when you have all these things in place and you have to manage all these people, you lose the personal touch. You lose the human connection that so many people crave for. So if you're just getting started out, use that to your advantage, because now in your programs, you can afford to have one-on-one sessions with people and offer that as a bonus. You can afford to spend more time engaging and actually know your audience and focus on them and get so specific on their pain and their frustrations and their hopes and their dreams and their desires, because you're not trying to manage so many people. You can focus on the people that are in front of you. So use that to your advantage and realize, okay, now I'm going to be intentional. I'm going to show that, you know what, I actually care. I'm actually there for people and I'm present, while all the other marketers are just spamming it and being pushy and just trying to get everyone. And it's obvious. You can tell that most marketers, their intention is just, let me get as many people into my list, into this funnel, and convert as many people, and that's it. But if you can come with the intention, and you can make this obvious that I'm here to serve and I actually care about you and I want to know you and I want to really help you, and you can focus on that, that is an advantage, because people are craving for a human connection. Something as simple as a phone call, just saying thank you after someone becomes a client. Something as simple as sending someone a surprise in the mail, a physical thing in the mail, will make a huge difference and impact on your retention rate. And why can you do that? Because you don't have this big amount of people to have to manage. You can focus on your few people that you have and serving them to your highest ability. And the fourth thing is to only focus on the one. And what this means is that, yes, there are hundreds of people, there are thousands, there are maybe even millions of people that fit your ideal dream client. But what you have to realize is that in all your messaging, in your marketing, and your videos, and your emails, and all your copy that you write, and no matter what you're doing, you're only speaking to one person. So right now, it doesn't matter if there are 100 people watching this, or it doesn't matter if only 10 people watch this video, I'm speaking to one person. And as long as my message goes from my heart into the heart of that person and inspires them to step into their power and inspires them to realize that they're worth it, and inspires you to see the greatness inside you and realize that I am enough right now. I have enough right now. It's time for me to get my message out there. It's time for me to unleash my genius. As long as I can have that impact on you, because you may be that one person. I did my job. So when I'm going out there creating content, when I'm going out there making videos, I'm not focused on, man, I hope 100 people watch this, man. I hope I get 1,000 views on this, man. I hope that all these people see this. I'm saying I hope this message reaches the right person at the right time. And I hope that I can have the energy and the conviction and the passion in my voice and in my message and with what I believe, so that it doesn't just reach them, but it impacts them and it gets you to just take action. It just shifts something inside you to where you say, you know what? Something Andre said, I just can't get it out of my head, and it's time to take action. And all this time I've been holding myself back. I've been telling myself these stories. I've been feeling like I'm not good enough, and I realized it's just limiting beliefs. And now I know that I can take action. I know that it's my duty to go out there and give my gifts and unleash my genius onto the world and work with the people that I feel called to work with, build the business that I feel called to build, do the work that gives me the freedom and the fulfillment and allows me to serve while being my most authentic and powerful self. And that is what I want, and that is my intention. That's what I'm focused on. So if you can do that and you can just focus on that one person with everything that you do, it's funny because while you're only focusing on one, you'll start to attract a lot more of the right people, and that's the thing. So you want to only focus on that one person, because now when that one person comes across your content or your videos or anything, now they feel like, wow, you're speaking directly to me. Why? Because you are. And this requires doing the work to understand your clients, understand your avatar, understand your leads and your prospects, and know their frustrations, know their dreams, know the questions that are on their mind. Know what they're thinking about when they lay down at night and they're just staring at the ceiling, or they're talking to their partner and they say, man, I just wish I had this. Man, I can't wait till things are like this. Man, I'm so tired of things being like this. And you being able to fill in that gap and know exactly the conversation going on in their mind, and then you show that inside your videos and inside all your content, inside your programs and everything that you're doing. So you want to focus on the one, and as you focus on the one, that person will come across your stuff and fall in love with it. And they will be an advocate. They'll be a raving fan, and they'll tell their friends about it, and their friends will tell their friends about it. And now you have all these messengers going out there sharing your message because you focus on them. You focus on serving them. So just to do a recap, the 4 things. Number 1, realize that it's not about you. Number 2, be specific and niche down as much as possible. Number 3, realize that it's actually an advantage to not have so many people, because now you can focus on the human connection. You can focus on knowing exactly who you're working with, spending time with them, and making sure that you create the result. And number 4, focus only on the one. No matter what you're doing, you're never speaking to 100 people. You're never speaking to 1,000 people. If you have an email list right now of 50,000 people, you're not emailing 50,000 people. You're emailing one person. And you're writing for one person. And you're speaking for one person. And you're blogging for one person. So with those 4 things, my goal with this is to help you to realize that you do not have to wait till you have a big list. You do not have to wait till you have a big following. You do not have to wait till you have a big audience, because it's not about width. It's about depth. It's not about numbers. It's about impact. It's about transformation. So it's not about how many emails you have on your list. It's about how many lives did you change. How many people can say, because of what you did, my life would never be the same. Because of what you did, I finally had the courage and the confidence and the belief to step into my power and do what I was called to do. Because of you, I finally got up and I got on the treadmill and I started eating right and I started losing weight. Because of you, I started building up my business. Because of you, I had the confidence to talk to this girl, and now my social life is improving. It doesn't matter what you're doing. It doesn't matter what type of business that you're in. There's someone out there that's waiting for you. But as long as you're waiting for a group of people, instead of acknowledging this one person and serving them to your highest ability, you're doing yourself a disservice and you're doing them a disservice. So go ahead, get your message out there. Realize that you are enough right now. And I'm going to keep saying this with every single video and every single episode. You are enough. You have enough. You know enough. It's time to take action. It's time to step into your power and unleash your genius and create the biggest impact on the world. So with that being said, that wraps up this episode of Elevate to Elite TV. If you got value from this, let me know in the comments below. Let me know what was your biggest takeaway from this video. Share this with someone that you know will get value from this. And if you like more training, I put together a free cheat sheet that shares with you the 5 keys to positioning and packaging your genius online so that you can have more freedom and more fulfillment and reach more people while building up an authentic brand that gives you that fulfillment, that allows you to show up powerfully and serve the world the way that you were called to do it. So go ahead, take action on this. Realize that you are enough right now, and I'll see you on the next video.